Hey guys, and welcome back to my boutique. My name is Heather. This is my channel where I talk about all the plant related things. In today's video, I figured I would share some of my favorite planting equipment, planting tools, houseplant equipment, houseplant thingamabob, houseplant things. In this pile over here, I have a bunch of tools and thingamajigs that I have accumulated, and I love them. And they have worked well for me and helped me in my plant care routine and making sure my plants stay happy and healthy and thriving. I hope everybody is doing great and just excited for spring. Like, I'm excited for spring. I love when my plants start waking up. It's the coolest thing ever. You just see them all start popping off. My plants grow all year round, so I kind of do the same thing all year round, but in the winter I half it all. So like, I don't water them as frequently, I don't fertilize them as frequently, but I still fertilize in the winter. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, hit that thumbs up and smash the notifications bell. It really does help my channel get out there, and I really appreciate it as always. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed. I appreciate you guys so much. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys this equipment over here, okay? Yeah, everything moves so it's easy for me to grab. I'm going to be starting with water meters. I love water meters so much. They help me determine when to water these guys. Yes, even though I've been collecting plants for 2 years, I still need to have the assistance of my water meters because I don't always trust, just feeling it, because I don't know. I'm weird like that. I overanalyze things, so I always stay safe and never sorry. So, yes. Water meters. Wonderful. Love them. I got this long boy here, and this is the shorty. I use the long boy for Marin, the big monstera. You guys have seen my boyfriend and I repotting her. She is the one I use this on because I can't get all the way to the bottom. I want to make sure like it's dry through and through, and that way I don't overwater her. So this definitely comes in handy. And then I use this guy for the smaller pots that I know I can reach the bottom. Except for my hydroponics, you don't want to put these directly in water, and you always want to make sure they aren't sitting in plants. I have ruined a few water meters, letting them sit in plants, and then they stop working. And I've also killed some plants that way, thinking I had a water meter working, and it wasn't. So I overwatered it. Not a good time. Don't recommend doing that. Don't do that. Don't be like me, guys. Don't do that. Anyway, I will be linking these water meters below. I don't have an affiliate with Amazon, but I'll just link it so you guys can get any of this stuff you see here if you would like. Up next is my light meter. I love this guy so much. I'm not going to be turning it on because my dog is obsessed with the sound. I have like a little laser pointer thermometer thing, and it makes the same noise, and she loves lasers, and I'm not going to turn it on because then she won't leave me alone. And she'll be right here in 2 seconds if I did it. So I'm not turning it on. Anyway, it comes with this nice little cap. You just pop it on and off, and it covers up the thingamajig, that little white circle, the sensor I'm assuming. Just protects it. I like it. Also, I like to make sure my plants are anywhere between 200 lux and like 1,000 to even 2,000. Because 2,000 lux is kind of a higher light for me, especially right here. I know when I get to this window over here, it hits about 1,800, and that makes me really happy, and it makes me really happy for my plants, and they love it. So, yeah. Up next is my claw gloves. I know they look scary, kind of like Freddy Krueger, but they are very handy when it comes to mixing soil, because I like to break it all up and I hate spending forever breaking up, so these definitely cut that time frame in half of breaking up the soil. But I am actually transitioning into something different, but we'll be getting to that in a second, and I'm really excited to show you what I found because I love it. It's all the amendments you guys all buy separately in one big go, and it's nice and I love it. My plants actually really love this stuff, so I will talk about that in a minute. And then obviously a shovel for repotting. Yeah, just a plain Jane shovel. It doesn't have to be fancy. This helps with packing soil in and make sure it gets all the way around the pot and around the plant and around the roots. It helps break up old soil on plants too. Just kind of tap her in there and she's good to go. Up next is my favorite stuff ever. It is part of my fertilizing routine. It is liquid dirt. I absolutely love this stuff. I have only gone through 2 gallons and this little pouch makes 50 gallons. Highly recommend it. Definitely a good thing. I only put maybe 2 tablespoons in my little green can, which I'll have to grab in a second. That is like a quart. It's like 1 quart, 1.5 quarts I'll say. So I do 2 tablespoons. And it's nice. I like it. My plants really do react to this stuff and they love it. And I love it because they love it. And then right after that I use Super Thrive, and also part of my fertilizing routine. It has all of the good stuff in it, good vitamins and minerals and all that good stuff for your plants. And I only put a quarter teaspoon into a gallon jug with this, so I don't over fertilize because this stuff is potent and it's a concentrate, so you want to make sure you dilute it. My favorite tool are my snips, because you know you can't propagate without cutting the plant, right? When you can't cut plants back without cutting the plant, so you can either get snips or scissors. Just be sure to sanitize your snips after each use, just in case there's any like pest or disease on a plant you want to propagate. But hopefully there isn't pest or any kind of disease on that plant you just propagated, because then that's no fun. Just inspect your plants too, guys. Like, make sure there's no critters crawling all over them. Obviously, you guys can do whatever you want to do. I'm just giving you my best advice because I like to keep my plants pest free, and I will take every precaution to do so. If that means sanitizing my snippers, then I sanitize my snippers. There's one tool I use that you probably wouldn't have even expected to be in this kind of group, but I love it. It makes dusting plants super easy, and that is my Swiffer duster. I just get the cheapy ones at Walmart, not non-scented, just because I don't want the fragrance getting onto my plants, because you know, I don't know what kind of chemicals are all up in there, so I don't want to put that on my plants. So I just get the ones that are non-scented. I got like a 15 pack at Walmart for like $4, so I inspect the plants before I use this, because if I'm using on multiple plants, I don't want to, you know, have pests, just in case they are creeping on some plants. I don't want to transfer them to other plants. So that is my other step before I use this. And then after this, I take like a wet rag and I just wipe them down real fast. I don't use neem oil or anything fancy. The only time I use neem oil is for pest preventative measures, and I only spray the soil in the stem, and then I kind of like just keep an eye on the leaves. Then I use my favorite Pest Killer is Captain Jack's Dead Bug Brew, and it's by Bonide. I absolutely love this stuff. I got it at Lowe's, and same thing with this neem oil, big old boy. I've had this for probably about 6 months, and I barely use it. But anywho, this is great. I love this stuff too. Neem oil is a pest preventative. It is not meant to kill pests. It is just a preventative. I learned that in the long run, that it does not actually kill things. It just kind of keeps them away if there's no pest in general. And typically plants that are healthy, pests will not attack them. So if you have a healthy plant, you should be in the clear. Just keep them clean, just keep them debris free, and they should be Gucci. But this is my absolute favorite stuff. You just spray it on, and pretty much till the point where it's dripping, and you let it sit, and then you do it once a week. I use this stuff right before I bring a new plant into my home, just in case there's anything creepy crawling on it. And it's organic, and it won't burn my plants because it's not a chemical. It's all natural, so I can drench my plant. That's why I do it, and let it sit and put it back in its spot. I love it. I love this stuff. I put new plants in their spots right away. I don't quarantine. Come for me. it's okay because I use this stuff. I highly believe in this stuff because there were spider mites on this bad boy and I have not seen a spider mite since, so bravo, Mr. Captain. The next one, I'm actually just going to grab it from Miss Pink Princess behind me, and is a temperature and humidity gauge. I love this thing because it helps me gauge the temperature and humidity in this corner, especially because I have some really nice plants in this corner. I want to make sure that they're getting precise humidity and the temperature stays consistent. But I got a 4-pack, I think it was a 4-pack, but I got a 4-pack of these on Amazon for like 10 bucks, but another high-key recommendation. I'll just set it right there. I'll fiddle with it later. I love that thing though. Great. I have one right here. I have one in the den. I have one pretty much anywhere that I have plants just to make sure they're getting ample humidity and the temperature stays consistent. I know I said that already, but you know. I'm like a broken record. I forget the watering can. I want to show you guys. Okay. The next important tool on my list is watering cans. I also use repurposed jugs because I like to reuse things. I use these just for like balanced pH water for semi-hydroponics, but I absolutely love this guy. Watering cans are great because you can control the flow instead of just going for it and hoping for the best with this. That's why I use these for like my hydroponic. Where's one? I don't even know where one is at up here. Oh, back there, that guy. I can just go right up to it and just dump it in. But sometimes I get water everywhere. It's a risk. It's a risk you have to take if you want to use the jugs. But if you like to repurpose things, I recommend it. Back to repurposing things. I repurpose old candle jars. I just melt the wax out, clean them out, and then I scrape the sticker off or whatever. And then it looks like this when I'm done. I have a video of me doing this too on my YouTube. I will put it in the description below. And then I use like sauce jars or salsa jars, you know, whatever. Whatever is the glass jar that sauce comes in, I'll use it. I'm actually starting to run out of space. I've kind of just been filling these up and putting them around the house for extra humidity. I just love repurposing things because why would I throw away a perfectly good jar? You know, I would just use it. I would use it for, and then you can save the lids off of these, put little door handles and turn them into like little bathroom things. You make cotton balls, Q-tips. You can use these for your semi-hydroponic plants. You can just use them for whatever you want. Storage, make more salsa, you can make your own sauce, reuse a jar for that. I can go on and on and on about what you can use jars for. But I'm going to stop it there because I don't want this video to be an hour long. And last but not least, I want to tell you guys about the soil I use because I'm excited. And I love this stuff because it's airy, but it also stays pretty moist at the same time. And then it just keeps you on a really good plant watering schedule. I'm pretty excited to keep using it in my plants that I need to keep in soil. Okay, so the bag is kind of ripped, so I'm going to try and show you guys the best I can. But this little bag right here has, I think it's fir bark, and then some horticultural charcoal, pumice, and then some just chunky cocoa core, and that's about it in here. And then I mix it with this, it's called cocoa peat, but it's in a block and you gotta get it wet for it to expand out, and it turns into about 20 pounds of cocoa peat. And I have 5 of these blocks, so I know once this happens, it's gonna last me a while. I'm trying to save money because I have a future business in the works, and I want to make sure I'm being cost effective while being able to get the bigger quantities of good soil. And I mix in some worm castings. I love Espoma products as well. You guys, I love them. I never had any problems with fungus gnats or random buggies. Just perfect all around. And I love their fertilizers too. I use the succulent and cactus fertilizer on all my semi-succulent plants, except for Hoyas. I kind of just use the Super Thrive routine and liquid dirt routine with my Hoyas. And that's, oh wait, And then for my plants that are in semi-hydroponics, because you know I don't, oh no, okay, well, I'll get a couple out and I'll show you guys. Because the bag of that mix kind of just fell apart in that bowl, so I'm just gonna show y'all. But I love this stuff. It looks a little something like this. Oh no. No. If you guys made it all the way to the end, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys are amazeballs. Well, that was everything for today. I hope you guys enjoyed and found these tools useful, and I hope you would want to incorporate them into your plant care routines, because I definitely recommend all of these products. I will be linking each of these in my description for you. If you guys would like to see how I keep up with all of these plants, please subscribe to my channel, hit that thumbs up, and smash the notifications bell. It really does help my channel get out there, and as always, I appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Thank you again. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Stay beautiful. Happy planting!